Hello there, Darkaskus here, this time with a Destiny Rising video. This is a new spin-off game from the Destiny franchise that came out today, this morning in fact, for mobile. However, it is beyond playable on PC. In fact, as you can see on the official website, there's a gigantic button there saying play on PC. And this is definitely the way that I recommend you guys play the game. Now, another reason I'm making this video is because I see other guides out there talking about BlueStacks. Please do not play this game on BlueStacks. BlueStacks is great, but this emulator not only is officially endorsed, is made by the same company that produced and developed Destiny Rising. It was basically made in tandem and it's super well integrated. You will see that in just a minute. Also, this emulator is called Mumu Player. Do not download Mumu Player from their official website. Download everything from here. It's a standalone executable because this version here is actually 5.4. On their official website, for some reason, it's still on 5.2. In fact, when you do install it, it will auto update to 5.4.1. All right. So extremely well integrated. This is the way to play Destiny Rising on PC. And I'm telling you, I'm beyond impressed. It runs almost like if it's a native application. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's have a look at the configuration of the emulator itself so you can have the best result. So you double click the executable, you install Mumu Player. You can pick the installation location, pretty default stuff. Nothing to talk about in terms of installing the emulator itself. So when you open Mumu Player for the very first time, this is what it looks like. What we want to do is come here and open device settings. On the performance tab, we're leaving Vulkan. That's the default and it's, to my testing, the one that works the best. And then on performance settings, you can just click on here to open this. You're gonna match roughly what you think your PC can handle. I would say match the CPU number with the physical cores that your PC has, not the logical cores, but the hyper-threading one, but the physical one. So if you have 6, put 6. If you have 8, put 8. Running memory, I went for the maximum 16 gigabytes. They say recommended. This is best performance. I believe this is a mistranslation. This is like recommended. You can go for this. I would say most people can go for 8 without any issues whatsoever. Okay, I would say 6 and 8 here is what you should be going for, unless your PC can do more. If your PC can do more, crank it up. GPU usage strategy over here, we're gonna change this from auto. We're gonna put better graphics performance. This just avoids any sort of emulated power saving features to kick in. Make sure forced use of discrete graphics card is on, and we are done with the performance tab. Moving on to display, resolution settings, leave it on tablet, do not change this. And then here you're going to select the native resolution of your monitor. My monitor is 4K, therefore I'm at 4K, but you change it to whatever is your native resolution. FPS settings, you can change the FPS limiter here from 60, 120, 240, goes all the way to 240. You match it with the native refresh rate of your monitor. You got an FPS counter here that will give you a nice little FPS counter in the corner. Mind you, MSI Afterburner and Riva Tuner statistics do not work with this. It makes the game crash. So if you do want to see the FPS in real time, this is the way to go. Vertical sync, I have this on, but this is preference. I just do not like screen tearing in my games. It's very distracting to me. And then everything else in here, we're gonna leave it exactly as is. So very, very simple on this screen. FPS limiter, screen resolution, vertical sync, FPS counter. Sound disk network, we don't need to touch any of this. Other, we don't need to touch any of this. On the model tab, however, by the way, this was the default that was here for me. So if you want to change this, go for it. I don't think you need to, the device model. But what you do want to change down here on GPU model is the preset. By default is on medium. Change that to high. Now, don't be scared if you think to yourself, I don't know about this. My PC might not be strong enough for me to put high. Don't worry, this has nothing to do with your GPU. This is just telling the emulated operating system, what is the GPU on your emulated Android device. Okay, so put this on high, and don't worry, if you need more performance, you can actually change the settings, the quality settings in the game, basically like if it was a PC game, really. So make sure model, scroll all the way down, preset, put it on high. You can then close this, and now normally you would just press play and it will open the virtual machine emulating the Android device. But because it's so well integrated, this is actually even simpler than this. You can still do this, right? But we're gonna show you the default way. So on your desktop, when you install it, it's gonna have straight up a desktop shortcut there. We're gonna close completely Mumu Player here, so I want you to see the full native, or almost native, I should say, experience. So you just double click that, opens the emulator straight away, loading the operating system interface. I'm not touching anything. It literally opens Destiny Rising for you. It's already opened. You click F1, you're in full screen, you're in the game. You don't need to open the emulator, you don't need to press play on the emulator, nothing. You just double click the shortcut on the desktop, it does it all for you. Those settings, however, that we went through, that you're gonna have to do that, you know, after you run the game for the first time or on boot up. And that's it. Controller works right off the bat.
Now that I think about it, why am I the only one with an animal name?
And you're playing Destiny Rising natively on PC. Or as close as the native is possible. To close the game, F11, and just close it there. If there is an easier way to close the game, I haven't found that out yet, to be completely honest. So if you do know of an easier way to quit the game, let me know. I haven't found it. I found the logout button, but I haven't found like a quit game button. So let me know in the comment section. But yeah, that is basically it. Within the game itself, within the graphics, you can select more graphical options, you know, texture quality, texture precision, FPS, all that sort of stuff. It's very very native in that regard. It almost doesn't feel like a mobile game, if I have to be completely honest. Enjoy the game. I hope this was helpful. It's quite simple. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you like what you've seen and you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. It really helps us out in the world of algorithms. I'll be live later on streaming the game. Join us. We'll be on Twitch and on YouTube as well, streaming in 4K. Till next time, hasta luego.